Hello class, today we are going to be looking at how we can state our hypothesis. This is the continuation of our video on hypothesis. In the previous video we looked at the meaning of hypothesis and our ways to have our hypothesis. Now we are looking at how we can state our hypothesis. And hypothesis can be stated in two ways, which are null hypothesis and our alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Now, our null hypothesis is called default hypothesis because you must start your statement, your statement with a null hypothesis. You have two ways of stating it, right? I said you must start with null hypothesis, and which shows that there is no significant, there is no statistical difference or relationship between the variables you want to test. What am I saying? Let me give you this. For instance, let's take a look of this hypothesis now. There is male and female students differ in academic achievement. I take it again. Male and female students differ in academic achievement. Now, that is a statement, right? Now, so if you want to state your hypothesis now, then you have to negate that statement. You have to start with negation of that statement. You have to negate it. You have to make it a null. You must start with null hypothesis. And what is the null hypothesis of that statement that I made? That hypothesis. What is the null? Null of male students and female students differ in academic performance. So the null hypothesis, while I'm setting it, is going to be male and female students are not different in academic achievements. Don't forget the statement purely is male and female students differ in academic performance. Then if I'm starting now, I want to state my null. You want to state your null hypothesis, which you must start with. You must start by negating it. So it's going to be what? It's going to be male and female students are not different in academic achievements. That is the name. That is why it's statement that assumes that there is no statistically significant difference now. I'm not using association now, difference, because the statement is stated in a different way. So it's a kind of difference hypothesis. You will recall what I mean by that. Now, when I'm making a difference hypothesis now, I must negate it now, saying that the male and female students, there is no difference between male and female students' academic achievement. Do you understand? So I negate it. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to negate that statement. Then, now you now come back to your, which we call HO. That's your null hypothesis. Your H1 is your alternative hypothesis, which is going to be opposite of your. Don't forget, you say the null hypothesis is there is no difference between male and female students' academic achievement. Now, the opposite will now be there is significant difference between male and female academic achievement. That is how you state your alternative hypothesis. Now let's quickly go to one-tailed and two-tailed test. One-tailed and two-tailed test. Now, when we are talking about one-tailed and two-tailed test, the one-tailed and two-tailed test is very important. Now, let's quickly look at one-tailed test and two-tailed test. I'm going to start with two-tailed test. I've told you that when you make your hypothesis, you need to understand whether it's relation, it's associational, or difference, or descriptive. And now, when you make hypothesis, if you make your hypothesis, there is need for you to know where it belongs. Look at this now. Two-tailed test. Let's start from two-stage test. It's a test used when we predict the relationship, but not direction. That is not direction of the effect. So what do I mean by relationship? What do I mean by effect? So it means that when you talk about two-tailed test, it has to do with the relationship and the effect. But one-tailed has to do with relationship and effect. But this needs to be understood very well. But let's first look at what is relationship. Relationship is what, do they have any connection? That is relationship. Difference, do they differ? Let me explain this. Now, when I make a statement like this, male students and female students differ in academic achievements. Male students and female students differ in academic achievement. What kind of, which way I've used to state this hypothesis now? Which way I've used? Is it difference or associational? Of course, it's difference. Male students and female students differ in academic achievement. I've shown that there is difference, of course, but I didn't put the direction. They are different indeed, but which one is better? Is it that male students are better than female students, or female students are better than male students? So that is where we come about our two-take test. Two-take test, we only talked about the relationship or difference. We only state the relationship or difference. It will not tell you the direction, whether A is better than B or B is better than A. Now, let's use that example to look at our one-take test. The one-take test is a test. It's a test used when we predict both relationship and direction of the effect. So now we can now say that male students have lower academic performance than female students in, let me put it like, male students have lower academic achievement than female students. Can you get that now? Male students have lower academic achievement than female students. You know, now I'm stating the difference and I'm also stating the direction. I'm stating the effect now. With this statement I've made, that male students have lower academic achievement than female students, it shows that they are different, number one. And it also tells us that it shows us the direction of that difference, whether one is better or one is not better, whether one is lower or one is not lower. So it's as simple as that. When you have a statement whereby you show the difference and you also show how they differ, that becomes what? That becomes one-tailed test. It shows both relationship and direction. But when you only show that they differ, you don't show us how they differ. Your statement does not reflect how they differ, whether better or one is better than other, or one is worse than other, and like that. If you don't show that, that is two-tailed test. But if you show it, that is one-tailed test. Okay, let's look at the associational. Associational quickly. Can you give me an associational example? That is associational hypothesis. Okay, female students depend. Okay, there is a relationship between academic performance of female students and male students. I said that is what? There is relationship. That is, male student is associational with female students. I just made that statement. Male students' academic performance is associational with what? Female students' academic performance. That is just associational. I just make it, that is two-tailed test, because I didn't say that one depends on other, either positively or negatively. I only say they have relationship. Do you understand? Do you get it now? So when you make a statement hypothesis whereby you show the difference for the difference, or you show the relationship, that is only that relationship. That is what? That is two-tailed. That is two-tailed test. But when you show the difference and how they differ, whether lower or upper, then it becomes one-stage test because you are looking at both direction and difference. And if it is under relationship hypothesis, when you are looking at relationship and you also show us how they affect each other positively or negatively, then that becomes what? One-tailed test. Please subscribe and get more of our videos.